One second, guys. I'm going to get started soon. I always check before I start streaming that all the platforms are up. So again, this is multicasting. So that's kind of cool. It shows me, it shows all the stuff. One second, guys. Check 1, 2. We're going to get started soon, guys. This one's going to be talking about software tools and proposals that you can use for your own business. Alright, guys. Here we go. Check this out. Yeah. Hit him with the stingers. Alright, guys, so I just had a proposal meeting today, and I basically streamed on Twitch a 2K, it was a 10K proposal, but with the stuff that I use and leverage for my business, it gives the client an opportunity to, continue working with me with the initial software that packages that I'm delivering. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Alan Neferetti. I run a digital marketing agency called Blend Logic here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I have been doing it part-time for about 3 years as I worked in the consulting industry. And before that, I did programming. So kind of just to clarify, the aims of this video, this live stream, is really to help document the process of building up a company, because I believe that there's massive value in being 100% transparent, and I think the only way to be transparent is to go live. So this is unedited, nothing, especially if you're joining live, everything that you see is undoctored, unedited, and there's things I put in here that I purposely don't, you'll see in my presentation that for example, I purposely didn't finish the presentation because I want to prove the case to you guys, whatever limiting beliefs that you guys have, that one of the biggest ones I see with my clients is they believe that things have to be perfect. And so, hey, what's going on? Elapsed Basketball. How you doing, man? So one thing is, on this stream, one of the reasons I put that QA box is because I stream on all platforms. Okay, so if he's watching on my Alan Nafa account or on my Blend Logic account, or if someone's on Twitch, whoever's on Twitch can message me. So, right, so I think it's cool when you go live because that's where the market's heading. And one of the biggest things I say to my basketball clients, I focus in basketball, is that if you're not doing live streams yet, you're gonna wish you were doing live streams already, okay? Because essentially, there's no editing, there's no, this is 100% live, so if you're a good trainer or you're working to be a good trainer, especially if you get in early, right? When you get into trends or markets early, I'll just say that because you're early, it helps in terms of blue ocean strategy, in that there's not that much competition. So, hit me up in the QA or anything you have. Elapsed Basketball. It doesn't tell me what you're viewing from, so I don't know if he's viewing from my Blend Logic stream or from, it looks like he's viewing on my Blend Logic stream. Let me check. Yeah, he is. But yeah, we're gonna get into the presentation. So I have here today, I'm going to present, I want to keep the chat box off so you guys, know who's messaging me, because at the time I have very little followers. But the aim is not to, discourage someone thinking about starting, and to really encourage people to keep on going. Yes, he said from the YouTube channel. So actually, I'll show it right here. Here's my stream. I don't know why I'm sharing this window, but I have both of them open. But I use Restream, so that's the first tool you guys should use, is this Restream software, because you can view from any any platform. So thanks, man. Thanks for joining live. Hit me up with some questions of, I'm going to do this presentation. I open up the floor and Q&A. So I think it's really cool going live, because I'm just answering these questions, right? So I had a meeting today at 10 o'clock with Mark My Roots, and I had a discovery meeting before that. So if you guys are unfamiliar with these concepts, it's essentially, they are digital marketing like tools or strategies. And essentially in the first meeting you have with a prospect, you want to really hear out their pains and struggles. And then you have a proposal meeting where you offer solutions to what they are, currently facing or their issues. So one second, I don't have my Microsoft whiteboard up, but this is another cool thing that I think you guys should use, and I'll throw it in the chat for you guys, is for me, I feel like I know too much about technology and where I've come from to not share these tools and these strategies. So it is 11/14, 2018, and we're going to be talking about proposal meetings tools. So I want to get right into the subject, and I think I've been talking it's been 6 minutes. Just wanted to give anyone who's watching a chance to kind of check me out or see what I'm up to. But now that it's 5 minutes in, I'm going to go straight into it. So pause me at any time, Elapse Basketball. So the tool I use, the first ones I want to share with you, is this tool called Nussy. So if you go to nussy.com, and let me just bring it up here. Right, you can go on your laptop right now and check out this software. So just an FYI, so the camera, I'm looking at this screen right here. So I'm sharing what I'm currently looking at. Okay, so Nussy basically has simplified the approach in terms of like running a digital marketing agency or even like getting new clients. So if you were running a basketball clinic or basketball business, one of the things that could really help your brand is, like, I know it sounds weird to send proposals to, athletes, but you'd be surprised, like, if you're selling like $1,000 training program and you're selling it to the parents, like, you want to be as branded and as in-depth as possible. Right, so I know I'm sharing this from an angle of digital marketing, but it can also work for your business in that branding and what people see really helps solidify what people think of your business. So this is the software that I use, and so let me see if I can log in. I have some proposals already created. Oh, I'm getting lockjaw. So one of the biggest benefits is when you get into digital marketing, there's a lot of ways that you could hit the, as Tim Ferriss says, the 4-hour work week. Okay, so I'm actually doing it myself in terms of what you're seeing is I'm leveraging my time fully by not only making these live streams where people can join, but also re-sharing stuff that I've already done in the past. And it's just a win-win-win because I'm going to do the work anyways from the prospects that I've closed. And so by sharing what I've already done, there's a market out there to capture. And it's the same that's true for basketball trainers. So Elapse, if you want to stay on the call at the end of this, I'll do a one-on-one consultation session, as it looks like no one's on. But that's the benefit of joining a community early, is you get to interact with the person. Okay, so when I send proposals on Nussy, it actually gives me a custom domain link, right? So it says proposals.bloodlogic.com. And I think when you start getting into marketing and especially how you brand yourself, it's really important to, like, some things people can say, oh, it doesn't really matter what the domain name is, but you'd be surprised, like, the little inconsistencies that people will see and pick up from, your body language, how your marketing is. And so that is what kind of stops people from purchase process, is that when if you have some inconsistencies, you'll find that people can pick up on them and they'll think like, oh, well, if he's inconsistent there, like maybe he's not saying what he says or means what he's telling me. So with all these things, like, if you don't understand any of this stuff, you gotta hit me up. I'm probably not you right now. Probably not who I am. Yo, Elapse, man. Wait. Okay, I remember now. Your name's Matt, right? My bad, dude. There's lots of people hitting me up. yeah, I mean, that's why I'm sharing it, right? I'm sharing all this stuff so that you could learn, even if like you want to get into, like digital marketing, because you have to understand, like with my story, man, I was looking for companies that were involved in basketball. I was like, man, I wonder if I could work for the NBA, or I wonder if I could work for this or that. And then as I built this business and started gaining confidence in myself, dude, like I'm 100% serious, man. Like you can build your own business and just create the job in basketball that you want. All right, so that's my advice to you, man. Um, but thanks for joining live. And for anyone who watches this, like, because I'm streaming on all platforms, let me know put a hashtag replay. So I'll type it out for you guys. Hashtag replay. Replay if watching after. Hashtag live if watching now. Right, so Elapse, if you could do that for me, Matt, hit me up with that live chat. And yeah, man, it really helps out the brand. Cool. Cool. So I'm gonna go into continued benefits because I think a lot of times when you start doing work, there's a good quote from. Let me see if I can pull this up. I actually don't have it. It's Bill Gates on lazy programmers. So Bill Gates says that he chooses a lazy person because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. Okay, so I'm not saying, like, I think you guys can all relate in that sometimes you just want to, quote unquote, take the easy way out. And I think about this, like, from time to time, because especially in my life where I wasn't, like, executing like I had to, and I would see other people doing things, and I'd be like, oh, I wish that I wasn't lazy because he seems to have it all together, and he seems to be executing, and he seems to be crushing it. And so, you know, my aim in sharing this stuff is realizing that not just that you have to have hard work ethic, but also that if you use these tools and strategies right, it really helps you, quote unquote, be lazy. Because like what I'm doing right now isn't necessarily that particularly hard. It's just that I'm leveraging the opportunity in front of me by leveraging live streaming, by leveraging, you know, videos, by leveraging the front-side loaded model. So if any of this is not making sense, just hit me up. And one quick thing, this is my marketing group, and I'm trying to see, okay, here it is, that I'm live. So the bad thing about Restream is that you cannot let me put that in. Okay, so the bad thing about Restream is you can't actually post on Facebook, so I have to have a separate window up for Facebook. But I'll go back into the presentation, right? Okay, so a cool thing with Nussy is I think for a lot of you guys, sometimes when you're starting with your business, you kind of don't have the... Sorry, my girlfriend's messaging me. You don't have, like, I think a lot of times people think that they don't have the brand yet to even start going live, but I want you to realize that you could start at any point that you are in your business, and that if you put in the hard work, you could build it up. So one of the cool things about Nussy is this feedback function. So I put a screenshot here, but I'll show you it here on the window. This is what it would look like from when you send this proposal to the user, they would see. So let me refresh this because there's an image not loading. This is a test website design. So I actually used this in my call today, and I'm going to show you the call because at 20 minutes, right? If you don't consider the downtime, I closed the sale. She said she accepted it, and it was a $2,000 package. So I don't just want to say that in terms of like a marketing perspective. I want to like really open your eyes to the possibility of what could be done if you guys do this right and apply yourselves. So what I mean by like templates and by easy feedback is like this right here, BlendLogic Designs and the test client BlendLogic. It's all stuff that you can do here in the edit proposal. So here it says client business. right? And then the client business. So there's these keywords, right, that you guys can use and it will automatically fill it in. So that's saving time, right? Going back to the Bill Gates analogy, right? I don't want to purposely Control F and change the person's name every time I send them a proposal. So I use this software, right? The purpose of technology is to help you guys get stuff done faster. So let me see here, like, what is this called? Right? And then also if they have any feedback, right, they just hit here, request more information, and they say, I don't like your attitude, right? And if I send that, I get an email, right? And it tells me that they had that thing wrong with my proposal, which would be that they don't like my attitude. So if any of this is making live or making sense, give me some feedback. So on Wednesdays, I try to do this value bomb, like #baller. So like if this is like really, if this is making any sense, or you want me to clarify further, you can leave a #baller for value bombs dropped. Right, so that would really help me out. #baller for value drop. Value, I can't even say that. Alright, so as you see here, I actually went live and I didn't even finish the presentation because I want to also leverage to you guys and really explain this concept of like, I think people have this idea that you have to be perfect before you go live, right? Or before you put something out. Like, I have to have X before I do it, or I have to have XYZ, right? So with what I'm presenting right now, right, I'm actually haven't even finished the slide deck because if you think about how my time is leveraged, I could have either made this slide deck and then presented it to you, or I could go live and make the slide deck while I'm presenting. And at the end of the day, the work is still done, right? So that's why when I live stream, when I do work for my clients or when my web designers make websites and I put that in my baseline program, it's like, dude, I did the work anyways. I might as well document it, right? So that is not something that I didn't come up with that. That's actually from Gary Vaynerchuk. All right, so shout out to Gary V. Right, you should check out his Gary Vaynerchuk. Right, Gary Vaynerchuk shout out. Check out his website. All right, so I gave him a shout out. But he talks about this idea that you want to be documenting what you're doing, and in my case, in my application, I have documented it by doing it while I'm doing it. Okay, so how do I use like the proposal, or how did I get the $2,000 sale? Okay, so this is the consultation I did. So you can see it's very familiar to my stream. Okay, so when I send my clients the meeting notes, they get all of this content. So this is going to be kind of meta, but if I go back, let's see if this loads. Yeah, so I shared my screen and I was going over the proposal and I said, hey, here is the proposal link, and I'm going to walk you through it on this call, on this stream. And so what I did was, let's put it here. I used something called Zoom Conference. And that's how I do my video conferencing. And they both joined and they saw my screen, right? Then I used Nussy and I went over the proposal in person. Okay? And so I was basically just sharing this. Like I said, hey, if you do this, if you do that, right, this is how much it costs. My highest selling package is the $10,000 one. Right? And so in this video, right, I have a lot of things that I do in my consultations. And I'm even illustrating it to you right now in this live stream, in which I don't have my glasses on. Let me put them on so I can see clearly. And it's blurry. So I got 2 viewers on. I know Matt is viewing. I don't know. And if I got your name wrong, bro, my bad. But I'm pretty sure he laughed following. After he said he works with Drew, that was that. Someone else is viewing on Twitch. I'm not sure if you want to say hey. I'm here in the stream. Okay, so 17 minutes. right? I'm gonna play the part where she says she accepts because I actually had some technical difficulties. Let's see here. Live. I'm 100% Matt. Yes. So I'm really bad with names, so I'm actually really proud of myself that was able to make that connection. So, all right, let's see here.
Wait, here you go. Collect
and I should be sharing this video, but if it doesn't come across, then let me know. Or the sound from this video, right? This is
it should be live now.
VLC.
I don't even see anything except for your
meeting.
Willie.
Yeah, the dog.
Okay,
That's Marie and Stacy.
See like a credit card, anything, but I accepted it.
Okay, I could always send you the invoice, so
yeah,
I'll do that.
Okay, so I sent her the invoice, but basically what's supposed to happen is for some reason I emailed support and this hasn't happened yet, but what you could do is I mentioned that you could collect with Stripe payments, right? So you could take payments directly. So what you want to do is when they accept this proposal, right? So let's say I choose the $10,000 package. Right? You accept the proposal, and let's see if it works or not. Oh, it didn't work. Did I do collect payments? I did do collect payments. Okay, so I think what the issue is that when you do a proposal, and I actually contacted Nutsy support, so I know this looks bad on them, but trust me, this software is worth it, even if they figure this bug out. Is you can send it, so I don't know what the email is. Where is it? So let me send proposal. And I'll send it to myself. This is my personal email, guys. I sent it. Let me put here, collect 1,000 payments. Okay, so this is how you do the Stripe. I just want to go over it so you guys have an understanding. It's basically Stripe is what you use to like do credit card swipes. So once you send the proposal, they can easily just load up this document right here. And technically, like Matt, if you're watching this, you could technically go like right here if you want to, and do what I'm doing and accept it. Value bombs. All right, let's see if it accepts. Okay, there you go. Right. So right here it says I request to accept payment. So sometimes if people, because what I used to do a 2-step process, and I would let me draw it out. Because what I used to do was I would send a PDF. And then I would say, hey, let me know if this proposal makes sense. And then they would send me a signature. And then I would use PayPal and say, okay, now send me the money. But what you could actually do that's way better and way faster is the reason why you want to take it in a 1-step process is because in like sales and marketing, there's sometimes if people really aren't bought in, they can second guess themselves, right? So I actually had some decrease in conversion rate right here. Because after I sent the PayPal, they're like, oh, actually I looked over it and like, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But when I been using this software, because they paid right then, I was, I just increased the conversion rate to 100% because basically there's no other process. Like as soon as I go over the proposal meeting, they either accept or they don't accept. And then, it goes from there. But I wanted to, explain like just the whole thought process of like why you want to do this. And, I know some of you are just getting started, and the powerful thing about going live is that, Matt's been leaving comments while I've been going live, and it's awesome. But you also have to realize that if people watch this replay, that they can also see the comments. So, my man, if you don't follow me on my personal IG, I'm about to post on IG that I'm live, and I'm just dropping value bombs. So, here we go. Follow me at Alan Naffa. It's right there on the stream at Alan Naffa. Yo, guys, I'm going over this Google Sheet doc on how I landed a 2K. Oh, wait, I don't want to say that yet because she may watch it. Hey, guys, I'm going over some tools I use for my proposal meetings that may help you out in your business. I actually got some streamers on. I have 2 viewers, but hey, better than none. Matt from Elapse Basketball is getting some knowledge. So the cool thing is, like, you'll see this on my Instagram. So I'm gonna tag Matt. Do you have an Instagram I can tag you in? Is it Elapse Basketball? I don't see it, man. But let me know. You hit me up on Instagram if you have one. And yeah, we'll keep going. So I talked about Zoom. I talked about Nussy. And I want to talk about the marketing strategies involved that could really help you guys in your proposals. Oh, Elapse Labs. Okay, my bad. I'll hit you up right now. Here we go. We got Matt live. Follow him on Instagram. If you're a basketball trainer and you guys are missing out, I got the Facebook group, I'm a Baller. Check it out. Digital Marketing Ballers. You guys want to grow your business, this is how it's done. We got Matt live. Follow him on Instagram. If you're a basketball trainer and you guys are missing out, I got the Facebook group, I'm a Labs. Baller. That's weird. Why? So why is your name Elapse Basketball on YouTube? But this is how it's done. We got Matt live. Follow him on Instagram if you're a basketball. Right, so it's just some feedback, man. Before I go more into the presentation. Right, so because your YouTube says Elapse Basketball, but your Instagram says Elapse Labs, that's an incongruency, right? So you don't want that in people's mind. They're gonna be like, well, which one is he, right? Is because let's say, like, if they don't know you in person, or they've been talking to you through Elapse Basketball, right? And they know you as Matt. Well, they're gonna be like, well, who's this Elapse Labs guy? And it's like, is this the same guy that I was talking to? Okay, is the app in development? You know, okay, first, but you don't stop development. Okay, yeah. So I would do something where you kind of make it congruent, right? So there's ways you could fix it. 1 second. My girlfriend wants to hit me up on the stream. Here's the link, guys. blendlogic.com/livestream. So actually, Matt, if you could go on that, because this is what I post on my website, and it actually would help to, I know I send on both, but if you could get on that one. I need to do better job with my marketing, but yeah. Alright guys, the stream's gone live. blendlogic.com/livestream. Software tools for your proposal meetings. So yeah, man. We'll chat after this. Hit me up on the stream and we'll do a consultation. Because I know you've been working, dude. Guys, I'm. If you guys haven't seen what I did for Drew Lasker, let me see if I can bring it up. Dude, Matt did an amazing job with his with the graphics. Apps.kartra.com. Dude, it literally blew my mind away. Right? I'm gonna show you a funnel that I built for one of my clients. And I know I'm going all over the place, guys, but this is, like, again, this is the beauty of building your own business, building your own brand, is that you can literally do it how you want to do it. Okay, so I think there's a lot of times people have these misconceptions of, like, how things have to be built out. Okay, so there's going to be a video here. You guys should put it here. We had a KD, Score Like KD program. And, dude, look at these graphics you made, bro. I was actually really impressed with what you sent. And so this is my interpretation of me rebuilding it in the Kartra system, or the ClickFunnels system. But, dude, my guy just made all these amazing graphics. So just mind blowing, dude. You really did a good job there. Okay, so Nussy, Zoom. Let's talk about value stacking. So what value stacking is, it gives people the comparison bias. And when you have comparison bias, it's essentially people like to compare prices or know that they're getting a good deal. So you'll see this a lot, like right here in H&M, they have a thing where H&M's always like doing a 50% off sale. Right, so you'll see in my marketing that I do for my clients is that a lot of times we want to put value comparison prices to the existing. One second, I'm gonna open WhatsApp. Let me see if I can get Drew on the call, because that would be dope. Just the whole team's involved. Let's see if Cade wants to join. Okay. So, how I leverage this in terms of this proposal is I'll just kind of walk you through it. Is when the way you can make, and you have to understand, the title I did was like clickbait to a degree, but essentially I did close the proposal in 20 minutes, right? So I'm not technically lying. I'm just how I phrase things to get attention so that I could drop this value bomb. Okay, so when I'm going over this proposal, I'm explaining everything that they're going to get, right? So I already had a meeting with them last Thursday, and all I did was listen to their needs, okay? So I have it on my Notability, but I basically took all these handwritten notes, and then I shared with them the handwritten notes. I said, hey, this is the information I took, and let me know if there's anything I missed. And now what I do is what you're seeing here this is Microsoft Whiteboard, right? So I use my iPad, and I just take notes, right? So Matt's here, joining live, and it appears on my screen. And the cool thing is that they could use that as well, right? So let me put that as a software. Okay. So let me finish the thought on value stack. So I'm going through everything, and I know that they need to have a value comparison. So what I do is I show them the web design, and I say, hey, look, this is the prices that it cost me to do this, right? The team involved. If I need to get a website designer, they're typically like $1,000. And I've worked with web designers before. I am one myself. That's what I charge. But I also charge for configuration and the WordPress software. I also charge for copywriting consultation sessions. And so the total price is $2,500. But if you sign today, because we've been on a prior call, I want to offer this to you for $2,000. Okay, so that is how I did the $2,000 sale in. Sorry, I have a lot of windows up. I think I might need like another monitor. Right, so but basically before they did that sale, they have to have even more comparison. Okay, so let me see if I can get this. Right, so what are my comparisons, right? So it's not just the 1997, because 1997 is compared to the 2497, right? Right here. I do the cross through. I go to the next thing. I have another option, which includes a service package. So the reason I want to discount it even further is because if I get them on a monthly rate retainer, I could get 500, right? So if the MMR monthly, I'm blanking what it stands for. I know it calls monthly retention revenue, I think. Right, so that ends up being 500 a month. And so I take a loss at the beginning, but if they continue to work with me, I make more money than $2,000, right? So it's $1,497 plus one-time fee of $1,497. Okay, so I'm writing this all out right here for you guys on Whiteboard. If you guys want to join this whiteboard, I'm actually going to share it with you guys on the stream. I'll share this link. So there it is. And it's funny how it appears on the stream. But for any of you guys who want to see it, it is there. Let me put it on my Facebook group. My girlfriend says she's on. What's up, Bae? Thanks for joining. So to anyone just joining on the stream, I got a chat box up so that at the time of this recording, you guys know what was real, quote unquote, as who was leaving comments. And so I got Michelle on the line, I got Matt on the line, and some mysterious viewer on Twitch. But yeah, leave a comment, #live if you guys are joining. That'd be awesome. Really help me out. Okay, so I'm gonna get back into it. So the other option I did, right, is not only are they comparing this 1997 to 2497, but the other options I have is this website, graphics, and photography, right? So if they need that, this is something that they can choose to do business with me. I'm not selling them anything. They're choosing to work with me. So that's a good mind frame that you guys should have, is you offer so much value that you just let them do it. Okay. So I did a whole value stack for this. I said, okay, it's option 2, which was 2497, and I add this stuff, right? So I make it easy for them to see, like, because I don't want them to do math, is that it would be $7,500, and your price today is $5,000. So there's another value stack. And the last one was the full package. And so this isn't the full suite that BlendLogic does, but we do have $10,000 packages, and I have sold some of them before. But now, as I grew my business, I kind of get better at what my offerings are and what my price points are. So again, I do a value stack. So instead of 1,500, right, 15K, you save $10,000, or you save $5,000 actually. It's actually 10K. Okay, so that is what not blends. Getting mixed up. Here's proof that my girlfriend's on, although she didn't message for some reason. Oh wait, I'm not sharing this. What up, bae? I don't know why she's not putting on stream. You're on stream. She didn't message like I asked her to. Okay, so 15,000 compared to 10,000. And a cool thing I do that you could test this out for your business, right? So is you can put do a one-time discount or one-time offer. So I actually took this from Franco, who works for Big Dreamers, and he owns an awesome digital marketing agency as well. And he's been working with like Russell Brunson, a lot of top guys. So you guys should check him out. I'll tag him in this post. But basically, from this 10K, I offer them what did I offer here? 25% discount, right? % off if they accept in this day. Okay, so that would give them 2,000 minus 2,500, and that would make it 7,500 if they accepted right here on the spot. Okay, so these are all strategies that could really help you guys if you combine these all together, right? This branding that I'm doing right here, doing live streams, having people comment. She said called out. So let me get a hashtag live if you're viewing now, or hashtag replay if watching before. Okay, so I want to answer all of your questions. So I'm not actually sure if did anyone see if it said called out on the stream? I'm sure it did because I have the chat box up, but for some reason, I didn't see it on the chat box, even though it's showing on my restream. So I'll have to get that figured out as well. Hashtag live. If you guys are following me, hashtag replay. Oh, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't see it. Let me actually see if I could fix this because I wanted to show you guys' names. So, let's see here. If I make this bigger. Matt, can you hit a comment right here? I want to see how this appears on the stream. I don't like that your names are getting blocked out, so to speak. I also don't know what the delay is. So you can see here it's 7:59. So there might be like a 2-minute delay. Oh, I messed up. This thing's not big. Well, I'll have to configure that. My bad, homies. Let me lock this. Okay, so Microsoft Whiteboard to do presentations in real time. Okay, so basically, they get the whole screen. They see what I'm writing. As I write this, if you guys download it, it shows you what I'm writing. And they could actually write their own stuff. So I want to show you the whiteboard that I did this morning. It just blows my mind that people aren't using the software, and I really think it helped your business or your agency, right? And I want to tailor this towards basketball because that's my passion. Is like, you see here, I said, okay, here's the demo. You chose number 2. Here's some notes. You can click any of this stuff And so Microsoft Whiteboard is a really cool software. If they click it, they could get the links for everything. Right? So I just took notes, and they could leave comments on any of the stuff I wrote. Okay, so I've hit you with value stacking, I've hit you with Microsoft Whiteboard, and I've hit you with Nussy. So those are 3 softwares and tools that I use for my own business that really help, in my perspective. If you guys are having trouble with sales, you have to realize that when I offer you these suggestions, it's a mix of things. It's not just Nussy, it's not just the Whiteboard, and it's not just like the Zoom conference. This is a culmination of years of planning, thinking in my head of what I could do and what I could be. And where is... Okay, I got it up. So here's the last notes I took. Right, 11/14/2018. So I want to kind of wrap up this. How long have I been going? 40 minutes. Right? So I want to do a Q&A. And I know you guys are on the stream. So let me see if I can. So just hit me up with any questions and I'll answer them. But in the meantime, while you guys are formulating your questions, I want to... One second. 96. I want to build it out for basketball clients on like how you can use this for your own business. So if I was a basketball client, right, and it's like, okay, how could I use live streams, or how could I use like this whiteboard of proposals? So I have to share with you the story with Jordan Lawley. So when I first took one of his training camps, he sent me an email and he said, hey, this is what the drills we did, and this is how you can improve. Okay, so what I would do now, knowing what I know now, is let's say you had a group of kids you were training. Okay, so here's your group of kids. And if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I'm writing on my table here, so I guess I could get a better angle so you guys can see me writing, but so be it. So let me fix my screen share. Alright, so you have a bunch of kids that you're training, right? And this is what I would do as a business right now. If I was running a basketball business, which I'm not, I'm consulting people doing it, but I think my purpose, my angle is to help basketball trainers. Right, so you have these kids that you're training. Let's say it's the academy, like Matt does in his Fast Phenom company, right? So you're already getting paid for these kids, right? Let's say you charge them $100 a month, okay? So if you have 4 kids, then you're making $400 a month. So what you could say to them is, hey, I do post-workout analysis, and I will create a whiteboard, literally right here, and I just hit here. Here's the drills we did. Here are the drills we did. Boom. And then you list them out. So the bad thing is, like, even though I'm in this vertical, I'm still not familiar with the jargon that basketball trainers do. So that's on me. But I know they do like stuff like cross, jab, dribble. So any series that you would want, like score like KD, pump fakes. Right, so there's this whole jargon which I know what it is when I see it in a video, but basically what you do is use this whiteboard and then take pictures of it and say, hey, do you want to pay for a group whiteboard where I'll be posting pictures of you critiquing what you should be doing and leverage it so that the other people in the community can also see the whiteboard? And that helps build social proof and social pressure, because like you gotta think about it this way. Like the reason why CrossFit, I don't know if you guys do CrossFit. What's the beginning? So I was going to my flow. I'll answer your question. But basically to wrap up the CrossFit thing and why you want to be doing this is that when you do, like when you go, if you've been to a CrossFit gym and they have a board, you could actually use the board as motivation and see what they're doing. Okay? And by seeing what other people are doing on the board, on the leaderboard, you're pressured and you're incentivized to want to win. So you'll work out harder. You'll, push yourself that you've never pushed, because people like, relativity and versing each other. Right? So if you did a group whiteboard with your whole basketball academy group, right? And then you have like Adam and his score or his workouts was this, and Jacob did this, right? And he could go into Microsoft Whiteboard and say, hey, I did the drills, I did 4 times 10, and here's a video of me doing it, right? Because you could attach a YouTube video here, video proof, right? Imagine being a kid and seeing Adam beating me, right? And so I'm going to go do the drills, and I'm going to record it, and I'm going to put it on YouTube so that on this group whiteboard that you offer to your basketball training group, they are incentivized, right? Like, live Q&A. Let me refresh the chat. So let me bring it in because I know that there's a delay. So here's the chat so you guys can see. Live Q&A. What's the best way to begin marketing a product online? Okay, so this is from Elapse Basketball. Let me get your name in here. Alright, so I just want to do like a little meta thing, okay? But for you guys watching this, or if you watch this on replay, like how cool is this? That I'm answering questions live. That, Matt, I'm sorry, I don't know where you're from. You're going to have to tell me on the stream. But that I'm able to answer questions. You're able to interact with someone you're watching on YouTube, okay? Or if you're watching on Facebook. So hashtag live Q&A. Alright, so I'm going to put this here as the question. So if you guys don't know what I'm doing right now, on Facebook, it actually doesn't share. So the main point I want to drive people to is this Digital Marketing Ballers group. But unfortunately, Restream does not allow me to post. So, United Kingdom. Yo, what time is it over there, man? If you guys ahead, it's probably like 11 o'clock. Okay, so what is the best way to begin marketing a product online, such as a basketball app? Okay, so one of the things I would do first is, I think there's 2 concepts you need to learn. I actually have the book right here, luckily. There's 2 books I would read, man. There's 2 books. One is The Lean Startup. So he basically talks about how entrepreneurs innovate their lives and build businesses. And the reason I recommend this is because this was recommended to me back in the phase when my whole social group was trying to build the next app. So I'm not saying that apps aren't the future. I'm just saying that there's concepts in here that could really like shortcut your way to success. And the one I want to share with you is I have the Lean Startup on my desk right now. Dude, okay, so this is the next one. It's called The Startup Way. Okay? So The Startup Way is the sequel to his let me make sure the chat's up. I'm on the phone in traffic. My friend Matt Coleman's in traffic right now. What's up, Matt? So what am I doing right here? Let me put that book up. You should get that book on Amazon. I'll put a link for you so you could get it on the stream. Where am I going right now? Stream is up. Where's my chat box, family? Oh, it's right here. Chat box here. Sorry, I need to get like another monitor, I think. See, it's really cool when I fumble through stuff because the aim of this, of you guys watching me, is that I want you to be streaming, right? So if you look at this and be like, dude, Alan sucks and he's fumbling through his live stream right now, dude, it's perfect because that means that there's opportunity for you, right? So you do it, you make the presentations, and you be better than I am at presenting this material as a challenge, but not also like, dude, like I want the market to raise higher because like that's just the way it has to be. Like the market has to challenge me so that I perform better. Okay, so I did a shout out to you with your stream and the market, but basically the concept I wanted to answer, and this is really bugging me that my restream is not up. Let me bring it up for you guys. Is the concept on Lean Startup MVP. Okay, so if it's on your desk right now, you're familiar with this in that when you have a minimal viable product, right, you're continually testing what's working, what's not working. And so I won't say that like, what phase are you with your app right now? Is it in development? Have you made a beta? Do you have alpha testers? Right? Because the whole concept from that, if you really understand what the book is trying to say, is that, dude, an MVP to a app to a basketball app. So this is my attempt at drawing a basketball. Dude, is a website. Okay? So can you explain to me in very short detail, like, what is Elapse Labs? Like, write it out in the comment so I get a better understanding of what what it is. Because I can't really, like, I want to make this as tailorized as possible instead of being general, because I know people could, people will watch this because I'm targeting basketball trainers in the basketball market. But I want to also incentivize them for joining live because they can get their their questions answered. Right? So, dude, let me go back to this. And put this here. It's been released for a few months. We have about 300 active users and are about to release a new update and then try to push it hard. The app is called Switch Tracker, and it's like a training tool for b-ball players. Okay, that's cool. So, not to discourage you, but there's a lot of cool things in there. So if I search Elapse Labs right now, is that gonna appear? Like here, so this is you, okay. Alright, cool. So I actually haven't checked all this stuff, so just FYI for anyone watching, this is like a live audit of, I'm not gonna log into LinkedIn. Okay, so let me bring this up. This is your site, correct? I'm assuming it is, right? So track your stuff. Elegant, smart updates. Hey, that's you, bro. Let's connect on LinkedIn. I'll send you this invite right now. Next time you shot. Okay, so design to be striking and simple. Okay, so just to give you like some feedback on marketing, like there are other people trying to do this like tracking stuff. And there's actually one that was on the Apple conference that had Steve Jobs announce it. But the main thing that you want to be marketing, like especially from your website, is I need to know like exactly what it is by seeing mock-ups of it. So a cool thing you could add on your website is, I need an elegant way to like, not just say this, but like keep it so you can see it. Let's see here. So add, I'm gonna send you these links. Add a smartphone mockup. Right, I want people need to know, like, what you're asking for is for people to download something, spend megabytes, right? And it's good that you have people on it. Where is it? Okay, right here. But if they land on your website, right? So I don't know how much people you're getting traffic. If you look on the Play Store, there's mockups there. Okay, so the good thing is, if it's on the Play Store, then you can easily put it on your website. Okay, because you have a market of, I don't know if this is on iPhone or not, or iOS, but basically it's like, dude, you're getting traffic from your website. I assume if you have Google Analytics, you can check all this stuff. But why only rely on a mock-up that's on Google Play when you can you can be consistent, right? Remember I talked about in the beginning of the stream, congruent branding, right? So you want to have people, right? Let me bring up Epic Pen. Uh-oh, revealed on the stream, exposed, guys. I play League of Legends, and I also play Fortnite. Exposed. Right? Like, dude, you want to have this stuff? Or your mock-ups? Like, let me bring up your mock-ups, actually. So if I go in the Play Store, what is it on the Play Store? Google Play Labs, I assume. Recent blog page. Okay, here it is. So I'm getting some lag on the stream. Sorry that's happening. But yo, leave comments below, guys. If you guys want to tell all your friends, like they want free marketing audits, free stuff. I'm really growing this brand. So here it is. Where's the mockups? Is it this picture or? We're doing that. Alright, so you're gonna have to show me, or we could get on a one-on-one consultation call. But This is all I'm seeing right here, right? Is this one mock-up here. But you can see that it doesn't really explain, like, the point I want you to do on your website is to explain, like, dude, if I download it, like, what's it gonna look like when I when I use it on my iPhone, right? Like, if I go, like, what is the interface? Like, do I swipe? How do I mark stuff? Like, you need to have a how-to section, at least, right? Just like, okay, how do I use this app, right? Because I guess this is a mock-up, but so do I need to get a wristband and then tap every time I shoot? Like, all this stuff has to be explained, okay? So if I was going to do marketing, the best marketing that you do is sampling. So you mentioned you had 300 people who have the app. So I would send them an email blast and be like, hey, can you record yourself using the app so that I could get a better understanding of how customers are using it, right? So the cool thing about what I mentioned in the Lean Startup and these ideas of like MVP is I don't want you to tell the customers how they're marketing or how to use the app, right? You should get the 300 existing people to send you videos of how they use it so you know how they're using it and so you know if there's any inconsistencies that you need to do so that you can market how to leverage the app. Does that make sense, man? Hit me up on the live stream. #ValueBomb or #value. So my computer's lagging. So sorry if that's happening. So add a smart mockup. I'm going to put that for you, bro. Ask users to send videos of how they use it. That's way too many B's, bro. Value bomb. Okay, yeah, so hit me up with any questions if I didn't answer it fully. But we can always get on a one-on-one. I know you're through Drew. But that's really cool. I didn't know you were doing that app. So I saw you doing it on YouTube. So because you have a YouTube, right? Labs Basketball. Dude, I would just make a video, right? And just be like, hey guys, here's a new app that I made. And you can use it to track your basketball shots. And like, if I was really to get into marketing and everything I know about marketing, I'd be like, here, I'll copy this. Let me remake this, right? So it's part 2. Okay. Oh, my computer's lagging. I might have to stop recording. No. Okay, so part 2, dude. This is how I would make that video. I'll call it VSL, Video Sales Letter. Is I would leverage like association bias. Okay, so I would say stuff like, one of my friends is calling me. Let me tell him to call me back. Yo, Aaron, I'm on a live stream. I'm gonna have to call you back.
Oh yeah, no problem, buddy.
Yo, check out the live stream. Give me a drop out. Give me a shout out.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I'm on all of it, bro. You want me to send you a link to it?
Yeah,
Actually, I did send you a link.
Yeah, I clicked on it, but I can't see it from mobile. It just shows me what you're saying, but I can't comment or anything.
Oh, I gotta fix that on mobile. I'll send you a mobile link, hopefully. Or I'll send you the Facebook link of it, okay?
Alright, sounds good.
Thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, anytime.
1 second, Matt. I'm gonna answer your question. I need to send this to Aaron. Aaron's a good buddy of mine, man. He's in Vermont. He's hooked me up with like a lot of details and helped me with marketing. So a thing you guys want to do, and like, here's like to answer your question as well, is like, dude, how do you do marketing for a basketball app? You need to connect with all the other basketball owners who are doing apps. Okay, so there's a guy that I did an interview on. You can check it out on my YouTube, the Blend Logic YouTube. It's Devin Butler from Evolve Basketball. Right? Just hit him up, man, and ask him for feedback. So how do I share this post, eh? Why am I lagging? Why is my computer? I need to get a new computer. I am sharing this to one of my friend's dashboards. So share your timeline, share a private message. Okay, so I sent that. Right, so if that makes sense, man. So, where's my... Did I close my slide deck? No. So I'm getting some really bad lag. I need a new computer. Time to get a new computer. Let me close some tabs out. About what's going on. One viewer on Twitch. Got some people on my stream. So if you guys are just joining the stream, you could rewatch the DVR. I did a whole presentation on how you want to be presenting your proposal meetings in the software I use. And I apologize if it's lagging, but my computer seems to be real choppy right now. So, I'm going to see if I can stabilize it, and if not, like, we will just keep going. My proposal tool, see if I get that back open. Oh, I had it right there. Okay, so we had a Q&A for anyone just joining on the stream. I did a live Q&A session, and Elapsed Basketball hit me up on the stream, said, "Hey, how do you begin marketing a product online?" So I talked about the book MVP. I would add a smart mockup, which he told me that he already had on the Google Play Store, but I'm gonna say, like, I don't see it. Okay, and then VSL. Okay, association bias. Okay, so the thing I was gonna say before my computer started lagging is essentially you have to understand the mindset of why your existing audience would use it, right? So you need to ask people, and even yourself, because you play basketball. It's like, dude, what do I need to track my apps, and what angles could I do that make people want to track their shots as well? Okay, so a good thing you could use is probably like Kobe Bryant or Steph Curry. You need to find stories, and there's plenty of them on NBA Reddit. But if you, I'll respond to that comment quick. If you go on NBA Reddit, you could find stories on Kobe Bryant, how he would take like 300 shots and he would track like all 297 of them, right? And so you have to be able to tell a story where it's like, dude, like you want to get to elite level like Kobe Bryant, you have to be tracking your shots, right? Because then you explain the whole story of how Kobe uses, in his mind, he tracks shots, his makes and his misses. And if you want to be like Kobe, right, then you'll track your shots. And an easy way to track your shots is this app that I have, Elapsed Labs. Because I'm a basketball player myself, and then like tell a story, like there's so much I'm throwing in here, but you could look up this stuff as well. It's like storytelling of Kobe Bryant tracking shots. How I needed to track shots, right? So you also have to understand that with your existing audience, man. Sorry. I'm getting all over the place. I've been streaming live for an hour now. Anyone watching this on mobile, there's always a replay, and be sure to hit me up on #replay if you watch this on replay. And let me put it on my Facebook group now. I got likes from Aaron. What up? What's up, Aaron? Thanks for joining, man. #replay if watching through replay. Okay, so Matt, if you're still on this, and I don't know if you're still watching the stream or not, let me know. But basically what I would say is, hey, like, why did I need this app, right? And how has this app helped me improve? Because the biggest thing with people in this whole basketball industry is everyone in the fitness realm has this desire to get better, right? They want to get better at dribbling. They don't want to let their team down, right? So you need to be able to tell this story of how when you started tracking your shots, maybe you made the varsity team, or maybe whatever the example is of a positive benefit, a positive story, and that by tracking, right, the answer to their problems of why they're not on varsity or why they're not, successful or not making it, you are the answer, or the thing that you position yourself is the answer, which is tracking. And then not Elapsed Labs is the answer, tracking where you're at is the answer. And then an easy way to track is Elapsed Basketball. Okay, so that's my recommendation to you, my man. So how to track shots. The answer to getting better is tracking. Position app as an easy way to track. Okay, man. So if anyone else has any comments, just hit me up on the stream. Sad day that my computer's lagging, but that's how it is. So, just to recap for you guys, we did a stream live on all platforms technically. And let me exit this. And essentially what I did was I went over this client proposal tools that I use. And I did it live on all my platforms because I'm growing this basketball business, Basketball Ballers. And so I'm actually stream on Elapsed Labs. So again, I always talk about how you want to be, stacking your time, right? This is the ultimate way of me stacking my time by streaming on all platforms and by, calling out to people to engage with my content. Okay, so I'm going to do a wrap up and you guys are going to see it live on the stream. What's going on, guys? So look at this bougie ass setup where I've been streaming myself on all platforms. Right, so this is what it looks like. I got some people joining on. Lots of questions. I did a live Q&A session from What's going on, guys? So the thing I don't like about Instagram is you only get 15 seconds. But I'm going to make another post. So I'm still live right now. You can check it out on the link. But I went over client proposal tools. And one of the reasons why you guys want to be engaging on these free talks I give, I answered this question. What's the best way to begin marketing a product online? Okay, so I gave him answers. Matt from... So I'm still on... It's funny that on the stream you guys are witnessing me fumble through this. But that is what happens. So if you guys aren't following me online, it's Alan Nafa. Right, so hit me up there. I guess, so yeah, I answered a lot. I made this slide deck, so any of you guys can look at the slide deck. If you check out the link below, I'm going to post. You can see the answers I had and also watch the replay. I'll see you guys on there. Check it out. Okay, so yeah, I answered a lot. I made this slide deck, so any of you guys can look at the slide deck. If you check out the link below, I'm going to post. You can see the answers I had and also watch the replay. I'll see you guys on there. Check it out. Okay, so yeah, Okay, so I don't think Matt's on because he hasn't hit me up. But for anyone joining, I know a lot of you guys are on mobile. You guys told me. I don't know if my girlfriend's still on the stream. But I'm going to end this stream for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys. And then again, I mentioned this is to help you guys out because I think that the end goal. Matt said he's still on the stream. Thanks, man. Dude, so when you start streaming, right? I'm assuming, Matt, that there's things that you see that I'm doing that resonate with you, or anyone who watches this stream, is that there's people you see online, and you're like, dude, what I hope your angle is that, hey, I could be like them. Like if I just put in the work and train, I could present live too, right? And I always share this story is like, let me share my Amazon links, dude. Like if what you're seeing now is just, I don't even think I'm that great, but what it is it's a public win, quote unquote, of all the internal struggles I've had throughout my life of getting to this point where now I'm comfortable with the information I have. Now I'm comfortable getting in front of the camera. And so I really want to blast out these ideas that like, perhaps you see what I'm doing and you think that I'm just born this way, right? That I just am lucky enough to be able to speak this information, right? Dude, like get that out of your brain. Like, dude, I've ordered so many books on Amazon, and you can check my Instagram. I think there was one Instagram post where it's like, Mint thought that I spent too much money on books. And I was like, did you mean to spend $2,000 on books? And stuff of that nature. And like the whole point that of why I share this is because to be as transparent as possible is that I 100% believe in digital marketing, and that we're like the best marketing you could do is going live. Okay. I want to push everyone watching this, even on replay, to go live, because once you go live, dude, there's like no barrier, right? Do you feel me? Like, this is unedited. You literally have been typing on your computer, and I gave you answers. Okay, so I think I want to wrap this up with like two things. Is I'm going to show you a stream I did of Jordan Lawley to kind of bring the point home. But I want to share this first thing is this camera. Okay, so I ordered this bundle in 2015, and it is 2018. And if you go on my YouTube channel, on any of my YouTube channels, you'll see that I actually didn't even go live, that I haven't been doing any of this stuff because I was scared. Okay, it's gonna happen to you guys, right? I mean, hopefully you get past this faster by me sharing this information to you. But dude, I was like, oh, I need the camera, but the next thing I need is the lighting, or the next thing I need is like, I don't know my information enough, right? There's always gonna be a thing that stops you from going live, right? Just hopefully by what I presented to you guys, like, dude, I stumbled. I didn't even make the slide deck. I purposely didn't complete the slide deck to show you that you don't need a slide deck. You can make the slide deck while you're going live, right? And then whatever clutch or crutch you guys have, like, dude, you don't need it. Like, I don't know what I have to do, but I'm trying to showcase to you guys, like, we're all cut from the same cloth, right? You could have no material prepared and just literally go on live stream and just talk and have conversations, and that could still be value. And I think as long as you guys have your heart at the right place, and you guys are truly offering value by being transparent and, you know, raising the bar. I think everything's about raising the bar and spreading positivity. Like, you guys will be successful in your business. And my angle that I hope to bring for you watching this, and if anyone watches this on replay, is like, yeah, dude, right here, 2015. If you could see this, I haven't done a stream until this year, right? And now I'm pushing it hard, because now it's like, dude, it's like, what am I waiting for, right? There's people out there like Matt or anyone watching the stream in the future that could have needed to hear my message, and I was being selfish by trying to protect my own ego. Okay, so the last thing I want to share with you is this was one of the first businesses that I built, was called Join Fest, or Fest Fitness. Okay, so the reason I built this is because I had hypertension back in like 2015, and the doctors didn't know why. And I was able to overcome that, you know, that issue, that problem in my life by going organic and eating healthy. And essentially I was like, dude, like, how are there still people that don't know about organic food? Like, whatever your guys' beliefs are on organic food, I felt like by sharing my story, I could, you know, maybe not just convince someone, but like maybe just give another insight to someone who's considering going to Whole Foods and getting organic food or not, right? And so I was able to get off my medicines, and then, you know, because I had that positive experience, I was like, dude, the world needs to know about like fitness and organic, right? And that is actually how I met Jordan. Okay, so the reason I want to bring up this stream for you is because, look, right here, in 2015, I was the guy in the back, right? I felt like I didn't need to get in front of the camera, that I could just help, you know, the quote-unquote camera-born guys, right? The guys who naturally had I guess, the capabilities of going online, right? Like, they had something that I didn't have. I'm not able to go live because this or that, right? And so from 2015 until now, like, I've been doing live streams, building websites, getting clients, with the whole idea that, like, dude, I knew about this stuff, this digital marketing stuff that you're listening to me talk about and that I'm presenting. It's like, oh, I'll just have them do it. I'll just have them be the ones, and I'll just be the guy in the back. And, you know, I want to show you this YouTube, if my computer doesn't lag, right? So, like, I haven't even marketed this at all, so I don't know who's watched this YouTube video, but the point that I want to make here, if any of this is making sense to you guys, of like the potential that you guys can have, right? So I filmed this. I haven't marketed it at all because, again, I wasn't in my craft at that time. And now that I'm like fully understanding the whole picture, it's like, dude, this thing has 14,000 views, or not 14,000, 1,400 views. And this thing has 354 views, right? So almost 2,000 views of a session. You guys could do this now and look at the session that Jordan Lawley did, right? I'm scrubbing through this. He did a 2-day camp in Atlanta. Okay. And I was the one that filmed it solo. And the point I want to make is that, dude, like that whole concept that I explained in my other videos in this group. If you guys are into the group, I'm explaining what you guys need to be doing as a basketball camp. But like back here, right? These people if let's say this is what Jordan Lawley's doing for his camp, dude. If you record this, all right, let me make this red. Dude, you showcase what your camps are like or what your training sessions are like. And if people see it and they like what they see online, dude, they'll go visit you. They'll go to California. They'll pay a lot of money, especially if you do marketing right, to be able to train with you in person. Right? And not only can you take these videos and get free marketing, right? But then you could also take those videos and say, hey, I have a package and it's $500, or whatever you want to say it is, right? It's $10 to rewatch the camp. Right? Of course, this is all live, right? But let's say in October 12, 2015, Jordan was like, hey, I don't even know how many kids were here. There's a lot. I don't know. Do I have a picture of how many kids are there? This many kids. I'm assuming it's like 20. Right? And he says, hey, I know you guys already paid for this camp, but a cool thing that I offer is a live stream replay of it. It's $10 if you're interested. Dude, someone will buy that. Someone will buy that. And you have free marketing. And so this is the power of digital marketing that I want to get everyone on board with, right? I'm not trying to convince anyone who's not, like, I can't convince people who don't get it yet or aren't there in their journey. But there's people out there that have been thinking about it, right? They're thinking about, dude, should I make a YouTube channel? Like, should I make Instagram? And my purpose is to help you guys get over your fears by going live. All right, so I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna let you guys do a Q&A. So hit me up. I'm gonna respond to some comments I'm getting on Messenger. If any of you guys hit me up. Otherwise, thanks for joining, guys. Message some people on Facebook who are still on the stream. Two posts has a different like on it. And so, yeah, all the stuff I do, it's like I show you guys the MVP, right, from Lean Startup. This is an MVP. You guys don't need any fancy software, right? Like, I know one of you guys was like, oh, why do you use PowerPoint or why do you use Google Slides? Right? If you guys can't afford PowerPoint, Google Slides is free, right? And let me share this with you guys. Anyone with a link can view. Boom. Sent. Alright guys, thanks for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed all that content. I will see you guys on the next one.